Okay, Mo, Carson Palmer says he's never going to step foot in Paul Brown Stadium again. What's your reaction?
Well, my reaction is I want a confidant. I'm glad that this entire story could reintroduce the word confidant to the everyday lexicon of football fans. Second, my reaction is this: Carson Palmer and this entire thing, not about Carson Palmer. It is not about a quarterback. It's not even about who's going to take over for Carson Palmer if the Bengals go in another direction, either because Carson Palmer's on the beach or they've decided to trade him. What this is about is the fact that when we do have a resolution to this, whether it's Carson on another team, Carson retired, Carson coming back, whatever, the clock's going to start ticking. It'll start ticking until we find out who the next player is that doesn't want to play for the Bengals. There is now a long track record of guys who have been with the team for a long time, who have re-examined their place in the NFL, who have examined their team, who have good perspective, and who have decided they don't want to be here anymore. And that's problematic. The issue is this isn't isolated. It's not like Carson's the only guy to express a desire to go elsewhere. Maybe he's using different methods. Maybe he's trying to use different tactics to get out. But he's just another guy who, after years of playing for this team, doesn't want to be here. And there's no sign that on the horizon that's going to change. Maybe it's not for another couple of years, but at some point, with this team's unwillingness to look inward, re-examine themselves, and make necessary changes, it's inevitable that at some point down the road, there will be another player, perhaps an important one, perhaps somebody not nearly as important as a starting quarterback, who decides, no matter what, I don't want to play for the Bengals anymore. And if you think Carson Palmer is the only player currently under contract who really doesn't want to be here, then you're being naive. He's simply the most accomplished. He's simply the guy who's most notable, but he's far from the only guy who doesn't want to be here. The difference between him and anybody else is he's got financial security that nobody else enjoys. So let's stop making this about Carson Palmer. We're trying to blame him. We're trying to blame other people. This is about an organization who's unwilling to change and a track record of guys who over a period of time decide they'd rather be doing almost anything else than working for the Bengals. Give me your thoughts on this on Twitter, at MoEgger1530. You can shoot me an email, mo@espn1530.com. And if you'd like to be my confidant, I will take those suggestions as well.